Hi YouTube. So what I'm showing you is my Elite ride gear helmet, and the helmet is 100% scratch build. I didn't use peppercore for it, so some of the stuff isn't exact, and I didn't use for the helm part all of the NCR type helmet. I kind of use a mixture between the ride gear armor helm and the newer style combat helms that the U.S. Army uses now. So that's why it looks a little different, but that's because I changed that up a little bit. So I know that it was supposed to be taller, but I changed it around a little bit just to see how it will look. And I started smoothing down on it, and it's about 3 days of work probably by now. And if you have a helmet, if you ever wonder how to get it smooth, then what you should use for your raw body filler, you should use a wood file. And you can buy these at Home Depot, or you can get what it's basically like a cheese grater is what we call it, but it's a wood file too, but that's the file that you put in and then you go like that. The trick is to doing the body filler is to shape it when it's still tacky with your file, and then once you get the teeth all clawed up with body filler, just come back and brush it all out with your wire brush, and then that's how you end up shaping it. You don't actually let it dry completely before you start shaping it. That's not what you want to do. You want to actually start shaping it when it gets tacky to the touch, but it's kind of soft still, but not when it's sticky. And then you can shape it pretty good with your wood file. You don't want to wait till it's, can you see? You don't want to wait till it's like this and all hard to start shaping it. You can do that though, by the way, if you use a file. And then also too, any spots that you need to do this, use your Dremel to kind of shape it with your Dremel. And then once you shape it with your Dremel, if you have a sander, just sander works good too. As a matter of fact, if you got a lot of that body filler on there and you're trying to get it all off, to get it more smooth, just go ahead and put the sander on it. Now, the helm almost looked right to me, but it's still a little bit on this side. I want to do a little more cleanup work on. And since I got all the appliances on this side here, I don't need to actually make both sides of the helm exactly match. But the back looks about right. And then let's see. It's a little bit more, looks like I need to go do on this side right here. The interesting thing about the the Elite armor and the the advanced ride gear armor, they have the two respirators on both sides. And if you get a can of chicken breast or tuna fish, that actually works pretty good, and you can get the Wendy's top on it. that actually looks pretty good as a respirator, because the Riot Gear, the respirator on it is totally different than the NCR. It actually looks nothing like the NCR. It looks pretty much just like this. And then it actually has like a, can I get it here? It actually has like a tube here that goes there. So you probably never seen it unless you got the not Honest Heart, the Lonesome Road DLC. So if you did it, then you actually get to get the armor. It's located, I can't exactly remember where the place is. See, the advanced armor is on the high road. The entrance to the high road is very similar to the elite, but the to me the elite looks better. It has the full covered gloves on it. Actually, it's the only suit of armor that I've seen on the game that you have a full glove with the Pip-Boy. All of the Riot Gear variants have it, not the NCR, but the Riot Gear, it actually has a full hand glove on it. So from what I could see. But anyway, the reason why I like the idea of the top is because this is how a respirator looks, a real one anyway. Because you would be able to pull this piece off to replace the cartridge, which would go in there. So now all you do is continue how I started coating this with resin. I already put some resin on here so I know the resin won't melt it. Sometimes the resin will melt certain light plastics and styrenes and all that. Not all the time, but just sometimes it does, so it's something to watch for. Test it first. But since I've already tested this, I know that it won't melt this. So, but if you look at it, once this has been painted and hot glued, since you coating it with a couple of coats of resin, if you hot glue it, the hot glue won't melt it. Because I actually have a superheat gun, which is really hot, unlike a regular heat gun. So if you actually get the super heated hot glue on you, it feels like melted plastic on you. Only difference between that and melted plastic is melted plastic sticks to your skin, and the super hot glue doesn't permanently burn through your skin like melted plastic does, but still hurts just as much. So anyway, this is what it looks like, and I actually like the way it looks. Like I said, I've changed the helm around a little bit just for the personal taste. Now, one thing too, I'm not putting a light in here. That is one thing I'm going to keep true to the helm in the game, because it doesn't have a light there. It has some type of appliance there, but exactly what that is, I don't know. If you know, let me know. So back here it does have an antenna, but the antenna looks more of like a CB antenna in Origin. It's not the pull-up one. It looks like it's just like one off of a newer style walkie-talkie type deal. So that's what I'm gonna do. Also too, the helm has glowing eyes, unlike the other NCR helmet. At nighttime, the Riot Gear variants, all of them glow in the dark. So, and it has some type of little spike that comes out like right about there. So there's a few things I'm going to work on, continuing to clean it up and continue to work on the lines. Although this actually looks alright for a scratch build helmet. Like I said, it's not peppercorn. Here's what it looks like inside. Let's just see the hot glue. And the reason why I built it like this is because you can actually make a helm if you don't have $40 or $50 to fork over for a World War II helmet or the other kind. Now you can totally make one the same way I made this by actually extending the piece up. I actually show exactly how it's made on the first video that I'm going to post for this. It shows how this is made. But you can use that, a Darth Vader helmet or anything like that, probably a football helmet or something. Or you can just make one like I did, scratch build. Or you can do peppercorn, which is fine. This is not done by peppercorn because I already knew I was going to modify it. And so a lot of people don't want to modify their peppercorn files without their permission. So that's why I didn't do it with a pep file. And there's some other things that the Riot Gear, the Elite, has that this one doesn't. And it's just my personal preference. It has some like little veins or something on the side of it, like right in that area. And I made this area here a little more pronounced than it is on the game. And that's just personal taste. Main reason why I did that is I want to have enough room so I could clean up in between here with my Dremel tool. And so that's why I did it. Now, the cans of chicken breast on there wasn't my idea. So I can't think of the name of the guys whose idea that was. No, I think it's Solid Snake or something. I'll make sure I give them credit on the video. I'll put it down in the when I post it, whose idea that was. But his idea was actually correct because it's just cool, quick, easy, fast to make a respirator. And actually, you could drill holes in there and put a real respirator stuff in here. Have a functioning respirator. If you make it airtight and all that, which is a little overkill, but you could do it. I'm just saying. I'm gonna say that's what I would do it. I'm just saying if you wanted to, you could do it. This part here has been fiberglass, so I actually put the fiberglass mat and cloth on it. So that's what I did with that one. And I'm going to cut it off right now because I think I've talked way too long about this. But let me know what you think about it. Remember, this helmet is custom. I changed some of the things on it just for my taste. Like for one, I lengthened it just to make sure it would be comfortable on my head, because actually the Elite Riot Gear helm is no more than about that. It stops like right there, and then this piece here would be there, which isn't comfortable on my face. So that's the reason why I lengthened it, to make sure it would fit me. Which all these helms are, well, I don't know about the Elite stuff. I'm not really sure on the origins of it. All the Riot Gear stuff from the NCR Ranger stuff is all post-war, made in the NCR by hand. But it's copies of this stuff, which is a U.S. Army issue. So it shouldn't be 200 years old, I'm assuming. The Ranger gear should be like, the Ranger helmet should be like something like maybe 5, 10, 15, 20 years maybe. And all the Elite and the Advanced should be over 200. So let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Rate, comment, and please subscribe, and have a good day, or night in this case. Thanks for watching.